Hey, what's good? I'm doing a update for the horses with Marvel cards. Kind of like an update video for you. So the commander is still Aragorn. That has not changed, but there has been a few things in here that has changed. So yeah, this will be Black Panther as soon as I get mine in the mail. But the Battleforge X or Bloodforge Battle Axe. This will probably be in the deck at some point. But let's get on to the deck list and kind of explain to you guys kind of why I put this deck together. So the reason why I put it together is that it's, different. Is I don't think there's any other horse variants that include Marvel cards, so that's one different thing. The other is that it gives the horse deck a little more variety of different things to do in the deck. So this one, you equip equipments onto Captain America. Iron Man, you make like treasure tokens, and then Wolverine, you basically double all damage that he would deal to a permanent player or anything. So, which I will get into that here in a little bit. So for the creatures, so for the creature portion, so it's Crush Somewhere, third Shadowfax, this, which you can make the Marvel cards into horses, which I'll show you guys how later in the video. But you get to draw a card for each creature you control of that type. So, more plus one counters, which can help each of these out quite a bit, especially Wolverine. So more plus one where you attack with Motivated Pony, Surge Mirror, Shield Mirror, Life Gain, and a little bit of card draw. Bright Mirror for Life Gain, more Life Gain, Calamity, just a generic good horse card. And you got Sucka for Vigilance, basically. And then you tap your creatures to make more dudes, or more horses, or so. Primary, or Reef Ooze. So where it enters, you put a plus one counter on target creature, and then where it attacks, put a plus one counter on each attacking creature with a plus one counter. So, which can out really quick if you have one on Wolverine or like Iron Man or Captain America. So really quite good. Thorny Nightmare. So it has Soul Bond, so you can potentially Soul Bond it with any of the Marvel characters. So, which is really quite good. Or you can Soul Bond it with another horse, which also would be just as good. So, the pony makes food tokens, so more life gain. Rolling Throne. It doesn't really affect any of the. I mean, the only one that I might do is like Iron Man. If I make that like a horse, it would make like 2 treasure tokens, which would be kind of cool. But that's the only thing that it really affects for the Marvel. So, and then Dynamare. So that's basically it for the creatures. Now for artifacts and equipment and that type of stuff. So Chamil. So you discover 5, which, I mean, you can basically hit any of the Marvel cards off of Chamil, which would be actually kind of cool. And then the Black Panther is 3 cost, 3 or 4, something like that. And so he'd be a possible target for off of Chamil as well. So Covenant Lantern, because it's useful. Elixir, you shuffle back to your grave, and then you gain 5 life. So, Banner Kinship. So when it enters, you choose a creature type, and then creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1 for each counter that's on it. So, you could potentially make these horses, and then make them bigger off of Banner Kinship. So, these could potentially be like, Iron Man could be like potentially like a 10/10, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then Albus of Erd. So creatures of the chosen type get +2/+2. Door Destinies. So when you play a creature of the chosen spell, Door Destinies gets a counter, and then creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1 for each counter that's basically on it. So kind of like the Banner Kinship, but this is only like a one-time thing, and this constantly gets more counters whenever you catch more horses. So Master with Nexus. This is one of the ways to make these horses if you choose, or if that's what you choose to do, is have them be a horse. So Vanquisher's Banner, the Immortal Sun, and then that's essentially it for the artifacts for the time being. So, and then now for equipments. So Helmet Host, mainly for Crush the Summer, but you could do Wolverine or, any other creature in the deck. So Celestial Armor. So when it enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gets hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. The creature gets +2/+0 and has flying. So, which is pretty cool. And then it has Cook for 4. Sword of Truth and Justice. So, where the creature does common damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then proliferate. And then it has protection from white and blue. So, I mean, technically you could put this on Wolverine, and then if it gets dealt damage for Wolverine, then he gets +1/+1, and then if he has somehow trample and stuff, then this would also give this a +1/+1. So, but yeah, just different ways of adding counters and proliferating and stuff like that. So, Mithril Coat for indestructible. Lost Jet. More +1/+1 counters, and target creature can't block this turn and untap a target land. So, and then Excalibur, which gives a creature +10/+10 and vigilance. So that's basically it for the equipment for the time being. Like I said, it could change, and most of this is for Captain America. So, but yeah. So now for enchantments. So, Rising of the Day for haste and for the +1/+0 for legendaries. Kindred Discovery, more draw where you cast a creature of the chosen type. Doubles any land that you tap for mana, basically you make 2 of it. So if I tap a green for a green, then I would get 2 green. So that's basically how this works. And then a +1/+1. Third, the consoles, Leyline. So same thing as Meshwood, where it makes everything basically a chosen type. So yeah. Caster's Crusade, more +1/+1 counters on creatures when you cast a creature. Arcane Adaptation does the same thing as Leyline and Meshwood. So, and then Wizard Class for you have no maximum hand size. And then where you draw a card, play a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, which is the level 3. So those are the main 2 levels that you want to kind of focus on. So, but that's basically it for that. Now for instants and sorceries. So there's 4 cards that pretty much work together for instants and sorceries. So Bushwhack, Time to Feed, Bite Down, and Band Together. So I'll explain why I have these in here. So Wolverine's basic mechanic is double all damage Wolverine would deal. So if you have Wolverine at like a 5/5 and you have it fight another target creature, each basically dealing 10 damage to that target creature. And you may get like 2 damage or maybe 3 depending on what the power toughness situation is on the creature that you're fighting. So basically you're going to be killing the creature that your opponent has, and Wolverine's going to basically be living. So yeah, so that's kind of the whole purpose of why some of these are in here, is that you can have Wolverine fight a target creature and then any damage that is doubled. So it's something that people have suggested to me to put in here, and I think it's really going to come in handy for different situations. So yeah. So, but anyways, for the rest of the stuff, Dawn's Truce, Flare of Fortitude, Perch Protection, Johnny's Welcome, Sword to Plowshares, Heroic Intervention, Path to Exile, Mandarin, Chroma's Will, Cyclonic Rift. Just more indestructible and kind of protection stuff. So, Lifelink and Vigilance. And then for the final 2 sorcery cards, Riding the Delu Horse and Riding Red Hare. So the other thing that you can do with these 2 is make Captain America or Iron Man or even Wolverine, if you choose to, unblockable. So that way, whenever he attacks, or whenever they attack, then if you deal with Wolverine, any damage that he would deal is doubled. So he's a 10/10, he would deal 20, and so on and so forth. So, and same thing with Iron Man and Captain America, is like, you can make both these unblockable. This is only until end of turn, but this is like a permanent effect. But yeah, you can just like you can make any of these unblockable and you know have pretty fun with doing that. So, but not the most optimal way, but is kind of fun little strategy that you can do with the deck. So, but that's basically it for the main deck. Now for the lands. So, Cavern Souls, Valkyrie, just kind of some generic things. For a Nykthos, this is something that you don't see in a 4-color deck. This is more for like monocolor. But it can be useful in a situation like this where, let's say you have all or like a couple greens in your hand, or like not enough for, you know, casting a creature of a certain color, and you have a couple on field that you've already casted that, you know, may have like one color in the cost. So you can basically just give yourself a couple more mana to cast something else with that same color. So it's not ideal, but it can be useful in certain situations, at least in my opinion. So, and then three Tree City, and then Shocklands, for mana fixing, and then fetch lands. So the nice thing about fetch lands is that they don't have a specific name down where the land part is. So you can basically run in any color deck and then sorry, and then sacrifice it and get the land of a land of the chosen color that you're searching for, like Flood Transfer is white or blue, so you can get either a white or a blue depending on what color that you're playing. So, whoops. But these are the fetch lands, and then these are just kind of surveil lands that aren't terrible either. So, and then 3 plains, 3 islands, 2 mountains, and then 2 forests. And that's essentially it for the land portion of the deck. So, but yeah. So, thank you for watching. I'll definitely be playing this a lot to see if I need to make any changes to it. I do have a few more cards coming for the deck, so I'll try to make room for those. I showed this off in a short, I believe. It's like some of the other stuff that comes with like Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, some of those, and Black Panther. Kind of some of the other additional cards that they threw in with those. So, but yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Alright, that goes.